Hi, everyone. This is Khristee Rich. I am a holistic health practitioner. I am a wellness author, and I am also a speaker, and I am also the host of this page. So, all of you know that I am the host of Detox for Joy with Khristee Rich, and I have a subsection which is called Healing Childbirth, which is based on my first book that I'm currently writing called Healing Childbirth, which is about maternal health and childbirth through a holistic perspective. And it's really to help you to plan to be healthy all along the perinatal journey so that you are healthy in pregnancy, postpartum, in labor, avoid birth complications, and also so you avoid developing chronic conditions that can happen along the perinatal journey. So, I will be diving deep and allowing you to realize what the root causes are for many perinatal illnesses. And this is through my research. I have interviewed over 100 mothers and childbirth experts around the world. I am so grateful for every single one of you has interviewed and who has shared your personal story so that I have this understanding of why these illnesses happen so that they can be prevented and treated naturally and treated holistically, mind, body, and spirit. So, welcome to my page. And I haven't been on live in a minute, so I decided to come on today and let you know some news. So, you may see from the title, I am celebrating my 7th year anniversary. Yes, that's right. July marks my 7 years of interviewing for my book series, the 3 book series that I mentioned, which is all about maternal health, childbirth through a holistic perspective. So, as you can hear, I'm very passionate about my book series. I'm very passionate about empowering women with their health and wellness so they have better health and birth outcomes. I have started a whole movement called the Pre-Motherhood Movement. You're welcome to join. You're welcome to join my Substack. You're welcome to join my other platforms so that we can spread awareness, so that we can spread compassion, share stories, and have a nice community where we feel connected, supported, and form a nice bond. So, as I mentioned, it's 7 years of writing my book, of researching for my book with live interviews with mothers and childbirth experts, but also I've read a lot of books and I've read a lot of studies and I have really gone very deep. So it was actually June 2019, it was the summer solstice, which was the seed, which was the day I first decided to write about childbirth. And so you will hear the story in my book. And I'm going to move my camera over just in case my I didn't think about my fan may be annoying some of you. Um, can't quite get it out of frame. I think that's better over there. So it was actually the summer solstice that was the impetus for this book series. I had always wanted to be an author. I had always dreamed of writing a book or several books. I thought it was going to be my memoir as the first book. I thought it was going to be a children's book because I was writing children's books back when I lived in New York City. And I'm very creative and I have lots of ideas. But it was this occurrence that happened on the summer solstice of 2019, which inspired me to go in a whole new direction, which inspired me to stretch myself, to learn. This was a subject I knew nothing about to begin with. And I mean, I had only heard my mother's story of how I came into the world and how my brother came into the world, but I'd never heard anyone else share their birth story before. Right? So it's kind of wild that this became my passion. And then I combined my understanding of holistic health and wellness from being a healer and a holistic health practitioner to give deeper understanding in this book series. From reading a lot of books, I see that there aren't any books that do what my books are doing, really sharing stories, the whole story from mothers, from preconception all the way to postpartum, sometimes even years after, and really giving you the understanding of why they develop these chronic conditions, how they could have been prevented, how you can prevent them by reading the book before you conceive and planning ahead of time. And so I'm very, very passionate about this book series. So again, I started interviewing in July. It was actually my mother who was the first person who I interviewed. And then it was my grandmother. My grandmother was still alive at the time. She lived to be 100 years young. And so I got a chance to hear her story. And my mother's experience and my grandmother's experience will blow your mind. They are very unusual birth stories. And actually, when I shared my mother's story with my developing editor in the very beginning, when I started writing, she said, "This story doesn't sound real." It sounds like too good to be true. So you may hear my mother's story and my grandmother's story in book 3. But in any case, I am still working on book 1, and I'm looking for a literary agent. I'm building my platform, and I encourage you to invite all your friends and family onto Substack so that we can share my message of the importance of planning before you conceive for better health and birth outcomes, and also understanding that for every illness, there is a root cause, there is a reason why it develops in the first place. There's a reason why some women develop it and some women don't. It's not chance, it's not happenstance, it's not coincidence. There's a reason. And if you understand the reason, then you know how to treat it and how to prevent it, how to treat it naturally and how to prevent it so it doesn't happen to you, it doesn't affect you, it doesn't affect the baby, and it doesn't affect your future health and your baby's health. So it's all connected. Holistic health and wellness, it's all connected. You're going to learn more in my book series. But I just wanted to celebrate with you today. I'm so happy and I'm so proud of myself for going on this journey to be brave and to go into a whole new realm, completely unknown field for me, and to embrace it and to embrace these stories and lead with curiosity until I formed a lot of deep understanding. So from interviewing my family, my mother and my grandmother, I went on to interview someone who was in Europe, and then I started interviewing women all around the world. So this month, this Thursday, actually, I'm going to celebrate, and you're invited. So it's going to be July 2nd. It's Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I am going to do a private event for my paid Substack subscribers. My mouth isn't working today. It's a private group event for my Substack paid subscribers, and you're invited to join. So in order to join, you just go to Detox for Joy with Khristee Rich, go to the profile and click subscribe, and then choose to upgrade to become a paid subscriber. It's only $5 per month. It's very low cost. It's my lowest tier that I offer. You can do it $5 per month if you prefer to pay monthly, or you can pay $50 for the year and save. So I will be doing, or I have started to do these quarterly private Zoom events only for my paid subscribers. And then you get a chance to engage with me, to ask me questions, to learn about the inside scoop of writing a book, about pursuing traditional publishing, about holistic health and wellness, maternal health, preconception health, fertility. You can ask your personal questions and or you can ask broad questions. You could ask, tell me more about holistic health and wellness. How do I start on my journey? You can ask about a certain illness that you have that you wish to treat naturally. You can ask me about one of my posts. If there's a post that really piqued your interest and you want to know more, or you have a question about something I said, you can ask. Okay, it's your time and it will be an intimate environment, so you can ask your question. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and post your question below. And again, it's this Thursday, July 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, it will not be recorded since this is private and people may be asking private questions, and we want to honor that and have a safe space for them. But I encourage you to come live, come if you can, and if you can't, then it will happen again quarterly. But also, another bonus for being a paid subscriber is that you can also ask questions on the individual posts. So I keep that just for the paid subscribers. I did have a blog years ago that was connected to my book series. And unfortunately, women became triggered by certain topics and they started to argue with one another. And I don't want that to be a part of my environment. So, in order to elevate it and to encourage everyone to lead with compassion and curiosity and to be respectful of one another, I only allow paid subscribers to comment on my posts. Okay, again, only $5 per month, and you get the expertise and understanding of a holistic health professional who has worked with clients for over 20 years and who has been researching about health and holistic health and wellness for over 25 years, who overcame her chronic illness that she had of 15 years, who was told that she would never get well, and I did it, and I did it 100% naturally. You get to talk to that person, me, for only $5 per month. Okay, this is the lowest tier that I offer, and you can get a chance to talk with me live, and it may completely open up your world and understanding. So invite your friends to join Detox for Joy with Khristee Rich. Invite them to upgrade so they can ask their questions. I know you must know someone who is struggling with his or her health. I specialize in helping women and maternal health, but men are invited to join Detox for Joy. I also do talk about holistic health and wellness, and that applies to everyone. So if you know anyone who is struggling with his or her health, who would like help, who's looking for natural remedies, who's looking for tips, who's looking for understanding, who's looking for a conversation, then invite them to come. Okay, so again, I have this event coming up pretty soon. I don't want you to miss it. I want to make sure you know about it. So I am giving you the heads up. And any questions, drop them below and I will circle back. But I hope to see you this Thursday, the 2nd at 7 o'clock. I know it's right before the holiday season with the 4th of July, but I hope you can make it. Hope to see you then. Bye for now.